Hey everyone, so this is another before we start video, and this is just to make sure that we're all on the same page. In the course we will do a lot of empirical applications and empirical analysis, and we always will do this with the use of Python. Maybe you heard of Python, or I hope you heard of Python, but maybe you never used it. And I would say it's like nowadays your go-to guy if you want to at least dig into data analysis. And so it's obviously you all need to become familiar with it and learn it a little bit. Do not be stressed by this issue too much. Mostly we will work with already programmed examples in the course. But you should be able at the end of the course to, use this code and rewrite it to conduct your own analysis. So, as long as we have time, especially in the beginning of the semester, I think it could be very useful for you to already learn about it by yourself and to install it, make sure that it runs on your computer and so on. So what's the best way? There are many ways to install Python, to use Python. I would say one of the most user-friendliest is if you use the Anaconda distribution to install it, because it will come with many things you probably will not use, but also many very useful things which will make it very easy for you to use Python. So you all have a link to this Jupyter notebook, to this Jupyter book that you can see here in your Elias course. So if you click on the link, it will directly guide you here. Actually, this is like the book for another course in the bachelor. And if you're interested in, even though you're in a master already, you can get the course material again via StudIP or Elias. So if you click on the link, you will see this and what is Python and why we use it. And we go here, and here you will find a link to the Anaconda distribution. I'm just quickly opening this in another tab, and here you can see a little description of the homepage by itself, what it is. If you're interested in, just take a good look at all the contents of this homepage. Otherwise, just go to download. Here, I think probably this is going to be chosen automatically because I am a Mac user, but you can see it can also be downloaded here for Windows and also for any sort of Linux distribution. Once you've downloaded it, just follow the instructions and install it. And once you've installed it, you will find the Anaconda navigator among your programs, and if you open it, it will look like this. What we mainly will use is notebooks, so you can use Jupyter Notebook to open all the files that you will see for the course. Usually you will find the notebooks in a Google Collaboratory file, which is also meant for opening workbooks and working with these notebooks by yourself via the Google platform. So it's possible to do this online, but if you want to do it locally on your computer, you need to download the notebooks in the folder of the Google Collaboratory, and then you will be able to open this with Jupyter Notebook. If it doesn't say launch already, then you probably need to install it, but this is very easy and straightforward. Just click on install here and then launch it. And if we do this, what's supposed to be is to happen, okay, takes a while, so is that something like this should happen. So in your browser you should see some file structure which is located on your computer, where you will find directories and folders, or directory of folders, and not notebooks already, but here you can see, in my case, there are some notebooks which you can identify by this ending, but this is like where is on your computer, and then from here on you can work on your computer. What you also, or what you usually will find when you check out the Google Collaboratory folder, which is also linked on Elias, is that if you will be guided somewhere here. So depending on which course you are, it will be the financial data analysis course, or the deep learning course, or maybe the artificial intelligence course. So assume we are in the deep learning course. Here you can see these are all notebook files, and you can open them online here. You can click on it by yourself and work online here, or you can copy this into your Google Drive. If you do not have a Google account, and if you do not want to have a Google account, you're supposed to download the notebooks and work locally with the Jupyter notebook. Otherwise, you can also copy them to your Google Drive and work directly online. The format is the same, everything is the same, just looks a little bit different. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to work with the Python code in the course. Everything else, what about to learn Python, how to start with Python, is already very good described in this Jupyter book here. So I really would strongly recommend you that in this Jupyter book, during your first week of the semester, you're supposed to study these first steps here. So you can see here on the right, it looks much, but it isn't that much, and it really gives you a good introduction and a comprehensive overview about the real basics of Python. And I would also recommend you to go to the working with data. Pandas is something that we will use in the course as well a lot. And what else? I would say online data is also very resourceful and informative, but not so important for these courses or for the courses you are in currently. Same holds true for web scraping. But again, graphics is something which is really recommended just to take a look here. And you can see you always have code examples here, also in the first steps. And what really is the most important part, especially if you start using Python, is to do it directly by yourself from the beginning. So never do this just to read it and think to yourself like, okay, I could type this in as well, so I know how to do it. Always, and even if it gives you a silly feeling in the beginning, even the easiest examples like a print function or something, try it out by yourself. So check out the code and then open another notebook which is located on your computer, which is located in your Google Drive, and just do the same things that you can find here, just to warm up, especially warm up doing analysis with Python by yourself, because this is the way how you learn it in the quickest possible way, to my experience. Also, what I could recommend you is, now if we can find it here, is like the Sololearn app. This is something that you can do on your phone. So just check out the app store on your phone for Sololearn. And here you will find different courses, but for instance, the Python core course or Python for beginners, these are really good and playful courses that will give you a good start and also work the fundamentals and also work with the principle, like doing it hands-on and doing it directly by yourself from the beginning, because I think this is the easiest and most important way to become familiar with this. Okay, so this is really like kind of a homework for your first week of the semester. Of course, it's not mandatory, and of course, it's always your thing how you want to study. But especially in the first week, there is not much other things to learn to do, and so just take a few minutes or hours and become familiar with this, because this will make the course a lot easier. It will make it a lot easier for you to follow all the examples, and it also will make it a lot easier for you to conduct your own analysis right from the start. Okay, so this is like the before we start and a really important step. And yeah, but in the next video we really start with the course content. So take care and see you in the next video.